Welcome back, everybody, to Lord of the Rings Online. In our last episode, we managed to retake Weathertop for the forces of good, and now we're ready to continue our adventure, and we're going to head up back to Bree. So we have our map still set here to Bree, so probably just faster just to use our map and then run out of South Bree. And we're going to take a look at getting our skirmishes set up. Skirmishes are an element of the game that are instanced battles that you can do at various solo level, duos, trios, and full fellowship as well as raid levels. And you get various rewards that you can do, and you get marks. We haven't talked too much about marks and medallions and the basic elements of in-game sort of loot. And you can find those up in your wallet. In your wallet, we'll keep track of all that you have across all of your characters except for the money. So the gold... the gold will be for your character, so that's what we have in gold. But all of the rest of this stuff goes across all of your characters. Okay, so you'll see I have quite a few marks. But in order to get marks, one of the ways to do it is by doing skirmishes. So how you do that is in each skirmish camp, and skirmish camps are all over the world. Each skirmish camp will have multiple different things that you can buy at the skirmish camp. So if you wanted some cosmetics for your house, you can buy here, and it'll tell you how many marks and medallions it costs for stuff for your cosmetics and jewelry and cloaks and light armor. Currency exchange is what you can trade marks for seals and things like that. Some of the most important guys are the legendary item guys, because this is where you'll get, once you get up to legendary items, this is where you'll get your scrolls of empowerment and all of your different items. So he's going to be important much later in the game. But the first thing we need to do is to sort what kind of skirmish person we're going to have. Okay, so I'm a champ, so I'm up close and personal with everything. So pretty much with every melee class, what you'll grab is a healer, and the healer is an herbalist. So if you look here, so we'll report in here. What can I do for you?
Might I take a moment of your time?
So here we choose what kind of person we want to have with us. Okay, and eventually we are going to get an herbalist to heal us as we're chopping everything down. Sometimes if you're a guard who's going to last a long time, you can get an archer. If you're a healer class, you can get a protector, and they'll go out and grab the aggro. You do have to invest quite a bit into the protector to get him to actually be effective at pulling aggro, but since we're a DPS class, we're going to go with the herbalist. But before we do that, we need to start getting things ready to go here. We have situation. You will want to meet with a small camp just outside the south gate. Okay. So here we have to go, and this is one that we have to go into and do first without having our little companion.
While war raged in the south and the rangers of the north were absent, brigands and ruffians took an opportunity to wrest control of Bree.
Okay, so here we are in Bree, outside of Bree, and there are going to be various checkpoints. I don't think it shows up on a map, but there's going to be various checkpoints that we have to clear as we make our way through the instance. So he wants us to fight.
You will not survive. Fortunately, There are soldiers of the free peoples willing to fight by your side. If you call them, they do. Use the horn here. Learn the skill it possesses. Then call forth a soldier to aid you in retaking Bree.
Okay. So here is our horn. So we pick that up. And that's our summoning horn.
Now use your new skill.
So we got the skill here.
The soldier of the free peoples.
So let's go ahead and put that here on our bar. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd the horn go? Oh, the horn went there. Okay, so usually I put these like this. All right, so we call the horn, and this is going to call our person.
Now let me share with you the plan of how you're going to reclaim Bree.
All right, he's just going to go through the stuff.
Skirmishes against the enemy focus on taking and controlling locations of.
So here's our guy hiding back here. So that's not a good sign starting out.
In reclaiming Bree, these locations are the South Gate, the auction house, and Bill Fanny's home in that order.
Okay, he's just telling us where we have to go. If you're going through the skirmishes the first time, it'll tell you what you need to do.
For my arm, I would be at your side as well.
Okay.
Now go and reclaim Bree.
There, here we go. Just going to open this up here for us. So the first thing we need to do is come out here and start killing. And this flag here is the first checkpoint that we need to clear. Okay, so you see how it's shining there? That means that we've killed all the enemies in the area. So you need to do that before you can claim it. So if it's not shining like that, you need to make sure that you have found all of the enemies. And sometimes they can be difficult to find. Okay. Now, often when you get a checkpoint, it'll bring in reinforcements. Our guy never came with us, which is not a good sign. Our soldier is not really with it. Okay, so here we go. Let's start killing. Okay, he's dead. So the soldier basically is... You always get a soldier on this first mission. He's basically a champ. A champ class. The various skirmish companions that you get. How do I not have that? Oh, I have to kill some more people out here. Basically, oh yeah, I have to claim that. Our guy disappeared, so let's bring him with us. You can just blow the horn, and he will, if he gets stuck, like he got stuck over there, just blow your horn and he'll re-summon to your side. Okay, so counterattack has been launched. Okay. Reginald Cutweed. Somebody's T-posing up there. Drith Lords, general of the enemy. Okay, so Reginald Cutweed was an encounter. And so when you win an encounter, you get a flag. And you can use these flags during the instance. So at some point we will throw down that banner. Okay. We completed Thievery and Mischief. Okay. I think they shortened that. That used to be a lot longer, I think. Maybe the Thievery and Mischief skirmish is longer. Alright, so we're back out. So now if we look here, we have skirmishes at the bottom. This is the instance finder. That's what's down here. And you can choose, and these are all the instances that we are currently able to run. But these are instances for the game, and the skirmishes are down here. So these are the ones that you're able to use your skirmish soldier for. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Open instance finder. Okay. I've opened the instance finder. Complete defense of the prancing pony. Okay, so we're going to do that in a second. But let's see. Can we do the trainer here first?
What can I do for you?
We've not finished the tutorial yet. Okay, so we're going to launch this. Now it has... I wonder if I can do different tiers. Let me cancel that. And it has 3 tiers. Let's try... well, we don't have our healer yet. So we'll just do tier 1, get our healer, and then start taking care of business. So let's travel.
The inhabitants of Bree have spent the occupation holed up within the Prancing Pony. Angered at their uprising, the brigands have decided to burn them out.
Many ways soldiers can be
You will need
trained.
a stronger ally for this foray. There are many ways soldiers can be trained and outfitted for battle. Archers, warriors, protectors, sages, bannermen, and herbalists are all willing to answer your call. For this battle, a warrior will be to our best advantage. Will? Tom, come out here for a moment. Speak to Will, purchase the warrior role trait. Then speak to Tom and complete the soldier's training.
Who do I talk to here first? Okay. Alright, did I get it? Did I get him? No, I want a warrior. I'm supposed to get a warrior. Here he is. Alright. Well, there's our warrior. And... no. Okay, so we'll confirm that. And manage our traits. Okay, do I have to purchase warrior, then use your skill to call forth your warrior? Okay, so we gotta get rid of this guy first. So we'll dismiss him. And pull out a warrior.
Very good.
There he is.
A warrior will increase our offensive capability and allow us to cut through waves of enemies.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Defeat the first.
Will, Tom, get back inside. We'll handle this. Prepare yourself, my friend. That first.
Okay.
I believe we have a moment of respite before their assault continues.
So these flags here are the various waves. So we've completed the first wave, second wave, and then the third wave is going to be here.
The enemy employs a number of terrible lieutenants, specially trained enemies with unique skill. It is difficult to know which lieutenants march with the enemy until they arrive on the battlefield.
See, as you move, your guy moves
I caught
automatically.
a glimpse of a large horde with this force. Be prepared. It could come at any time.
Okay.
Here they come again.
From the south.
Arms!
Okay, typically the lieutenants will have, you know, the fire around their head.
I believe we have a moment of respite before their assault continues. As you encounter and defeat more lieutenants, you will learn more about how they affect the battlefield. and what you can do to expose and exploit their individual weaknesses. They all have at least one. I believe we are nearing the end of this battle. Defeat this assault and Bree will be free once more. Here they come! They have been vanquished.
Okay, so we've beaten all 3 waves.
Near the major locations of Middle-earth, you will find skirmish camps. Bree, Rivendell, and Thorin's Hall, to name a few.
There you can barter your skirmish marks for new and better soldier traits and gear and equipment for yourself.
Safe travels, my friend. Perhaps we will meet again.
Perhaps we will meet again. Okay, so I'll turn this in. Alright, so we're going to get an herbalist. So we want herbalist
What can I do for
instructions. And finish that. So then in here, we'll get the... This just tells us a little bit about the traits that we have. So then our skirmish trainer over here, I think we buy actually from the captain. So let me...
What do you need?
I want to remove this one. We'll slot this one. Okay, so we've got an herbalist. Level rank 2. Okay, and you can see where it says herbalist, it says attribute level 24. So, I'm pretty sure that's your level. That's paired to your level. So we're level 22. So that's 2 levels above us. So this is I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. The ranks don't correlate to your level. I'm pretty sure it's the level that correlates to your level. But you'll notice here we have, you know, some stuff that we can put here. Maybe it is ranked now that I'm thinking about it. Training, personal. Okay, so we'll have, let's see, so this will go in the training slot here. And we can learn new skills from her. So let's get light armor in there just so she doesn't die real fast. So we'll slot the light armor. For skills, we're not going to need power. We're going to want, although this is healing power over time, we're going to want, you know, healing over time. So we'll buy that up. Now, once you have your stuff slotted, oh, I always forget you've got to confirm it down here. And then you can come to your skirmish trainer.
What do you need?
And here are all the roles that you can get. Here are all the skills. So if we go to, we chose an herbalist. So if we go to an herbalist here, this has those that we're able to earn. And those are the ones that we have already earned. So, strengthening draft. Let's see what that's all about. Defense increase. Your herbalist learns to use a draft that strengthens an ally, increasing resistance to damage. So that's one we're going to want eventually. So we'll go ahead and train that. Nature's Cure. Let's see what that does. Healing over time. We're going to want that as well. So as we level up our dude, we'll be able to slot more stuff. I shouldn't say dude, I should say our lady, because she's a lady. Okay, so for training, we're going to want her to have morale. Train your soldier to have morale. So let's go ahead and train that one. And we're going to want boundless power for our person. Tactical mitigation, resurgent power. probably want to grab that, even though we might not use it ever. Tactical Mastery we definitely want, so she crits more. Healing rating, physical potency, strength of resolve, resistance rating, boundless resolve. We'll go ahead and grab that up too. Defensive, and we might not ever use these, but they're really cheap starting out, so there's no harm in grabbing them, even if you're not going to use them. In combat power regen, or morale regen, yep. Medium armor we can't wear medium armor, we can't wear heavy armor. Physical resistance, battlefield finesse. Evasion training is probably pretty good. And then personal, let's see here. Physical mastery, invigoration, incoming healing rating. Nope, duck aside. That might help. Tactical mastery is always good. Strong resistances. Defender's finesse rating. Not really having to break through armor. Parry rating, piercing might. Tactical mitt. Physical mitigations. Battle Master's crit rating. I don't think that crit rating applies to healing. It's another one I might have to check. Okay. Block rating. Okay. So we've got our stuff. So now we can click on this. So let's go to our skills here, and let's level these up quite a bit. We've got 34,000 marks. So we're going to go ahead and even though let's train up a bit here and see what that opens up for us on our traits that we would put over here on our captain. So manage our traits.
What do you need?
Our herbalist is level 7. We're gonna want in our skills, which one are we gonna want here more? We're gonna want this one, Nature's Cure. Refreshing herbs. Where's refreshing herbs on here? I don't see refreshing herbs. Maybe it's because it's slotted. These aren't slotted and that one is slotted. So we want to crank up refreshing herbs, and we don't want her to die, so we'll keep that one. So we'll light armor and refreshing herbs. So in our skirmish trainer, refreshing herbs. Go ahead and train that up quite a bit. So level 55. And then our training was light armor. Let's go ahead and train that up too. And we don't have a personal that we can trait yet. So I'm not sure when that shows up. But, oh, that was my sword, or my dagger I took out. Okay, learn these, learn these, learn these. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do one of our skirmishes. So we come down to our instance panel. Come down here. Right now, we have 2 skirmishes that we can do. We have access to the Siege of Gondaman, Storm on Methadras, and Trouble in Tuckborough. So let's go ahead and how are we doing on time here? We're at 24 minutes, so we don't want to do one that's going to take really a long time. So we'll hit Trouble in Tuckborough, and we'll go level 2. So we can change the size. You can see the sizes that you can set your skirmish to, and you can select your levels, and it's minimum 20 to 130. So here we go. We're at 22 because that's our level, 22. So we'll go ahead and launch this and travel.
Brigands and goblins lay siege to the great smeals of Takro. Provisions are running low, and time is running short.
Okay. So when you do higher tier skirmishes, you'll usually get more marks, although we're not going to get very many marks here. Now, you can call your soldier from this up here. This is where the soldier shows up, or you can call from down here. You can move your soldier as well to show up, you know, if you want her thing down here. We don't have any heals. We can't really heal her, so we'll just keep it up there out of the way. Alright, so here we go. Let's start in. And she will just basically start healing us. So you see we already got a huge heal. But we have to make sure that we keep the aggro off of her. Oh, he's going to be up here throwing stuff at us. We'll go ahead and take floating names off. It just makes it a little bit easier to see the opponents. So she didn't take hardly any damage. What happened to us here? You drink. You are affected by beer that was thrown at you. Be careful, you are feeling drunk. I've never seen that happen before. Interesting. Okay. So we got to kill all the enemies. It's not like you can pass up enemies in a skirmish. You got to kill all of them. And I always manage to get lost in this one. There's a lot of running around. A lot of flags. A lot of verticality. You can hear her. Can come up here and hit this flag and then see if there's going to be... Yep, there is a counterattack being launched, so they're from over here. So like I say, we always want to try to get out in front of our healer, of course. Grab the aggro up here. Second counterattack. Let's go ahead and grab the archer and bring the archer back to the Shepherd of Filth. Uh-oh. Make sure pull all this aggro away from our lady. Can also rename our herbalist. So let's rename. We'll call her our Arwen. Because who doesn't like Arwen, right? Alright, so now we can, we've held off that attack, so we can advance. So I think it's up here. Stormkeeper. And of course there are more lieutenants, or lieutenants if you want to say it the European way, as you tick up the tiers. So we selected tier 2, so there'll be a few. Do we go around the outside here? I can't remember where we go here. We also want to keep our eye on the flags here, because sometimes there'll be blue flags, and that indicates where the encounters are. And the encounters are what give you... I wonder why that guy's over there. The encounters give you the flags that you can use. Usually you save those for the boss fight at the end. Western hillside has been cleared. The banner may be claimed for the Free Peoples. So this one we claimed before. I shall help you defend the Smeals. Oops, maybe I should have jumped down there. Where are they? Yep, there they are. He's shooting Our Lady. Our Arwen. Okay, counterattack. It is safe to press on. There's just this guy. So typically, healers will draw aggro as well. Especially if they're hitting pretty big heals. Haven't had an encounter yet. Hey. Just kind of looking over the ledge here to see if I'm missing something. Encounter growl echoes from the West Farms. Okay, so the West Farms. Here's the indicator. Keep wanting to open up my map and see where that is. I don't know where the West Farms are. I would think in the west, right? Down here? Oh, there's a growl. If you hear my voice dropping out for a little bit, it's because the dog is barking. I don't know where the West Farms are, but they don't appear to be in the west. You would think. I guess not. Because we're going east. Climb up here and see if we can get a moon's eye view. I'm not seeing where that encounter is, and I'm not even seeing a flag for it. It's Eastern Hillside, Western Hillside. It should be here, right? Western Farms is what it said. A growl echoes from the West Farms. Cannot mount up in here. Eventually you do come to a red wall that you can't pass, but I don't see anything down here. This is tedious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, let's just advance, and I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where the west farms are in the east because reasons. There she is. I was wondering where she went. This guy was hiding in the plant. Alright, eastern hillside has been cleared. The roar echoes from the great willow. Alright, that was from the Great Willow. Not really sure where the Great Willow is. There is a deed for doing all of the encounters for each of the skirmishes. So we would want to do that eventually. Okay, this entranceway has been claimed for the Free Peoples. Okay. All right. I have no idea where those encounters are. Doing okay up there? I don't know if I was line of sight issues with her in terms of the heals. Okay, we're almost there. Alright, this is the final battle. I'll go and I'll find those instances or those encounters another time. Just gonna get here in front of the gate and prevent anybody from getting past us. Bizloff fills off. Okay, race meals have been cleared. The banner may be claimed for the free peoples. And boom. And we get a little chest, which will have probably useless stuff in here. And what did we get? We got a veteran recruit for 21 silver. So the reason why most people don't do a lot of the skirmishes is because the rewards aren't really all that great. You get a lot more through just questing. But they are fun, even though you can't find all the encounters sometimes. But, okay, so there we go. So, cross that off our list. We are now a skirmisher, and we can do skirmishes. So, a couple long episodes back to back here, but that's okay. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are too. And we'll see you next time as our adventure continues.